Parents, when was the moment your kid did something so mischievous, so clever, or so ruthless that you couldn't help but think, yep, I definitely raised a little villain. My name is Mark Reynolds, and I never really believed in the phrase, kids are tiny villains. Until my 7-year-old daughter Sophie proved it to me. Don't get me wrong, she's smart, funny, and has the kind of big brown eyes that make strangers smile in the grocery store. But behind that sweet smile is a mastermind who could probably run a small empire if she wanted to. The moment it hit me happened last spring. My wife and I had been battling with Sophie about eating vegetables. She hated them, carrots, broccoli, peas, you name it. Every dinner turned into a negotiation worthy of the UN. One night I told her, no dessert unless you finish your broccoli. She crossed her arms and gave me that look, you know, the one kids get when they're already 5 steps ahead of you. She didn't argue. She didn't pout. She just quietly picked up her fork and slowly ate the broccoli. I thought we'd won. I felt triumphant, even proud. She asked for her ice cream afterward, and of course I gave it to her. The next morning, while packing her lunch, I noticed something odd in the trash. It was a perfectly folded napkin, heavy for its size. I opened it up and nearly laughed out loud. Inside were all the broccoli florets from the night before, neatly tucked away like contraband. Sophie hadn't eaten a single bite, she had just pretended, chewing dramatically and slipping each piece into her napkin when we weren't looking. I thought it was a one-time stunt, but then I checked under the dining table. Sure enough, there were a few shriveled peas tucked into the corner near her chair. That little villain had been running a vegetable smuggling operation right under our noses. When I confronted her, she didn't even look guilty. She just shrugged and said, well, you never said I had to swallow them. The audacity. Part of me wanted to scold her, but another part of me couldn't help but admire the logic. From then on, I watched her like a hawk at dinner. And wouldn't you know it, she leveled up her tactics. She started bargaining with her younger brother, trading toys for him to sneak bites off her plate. At one point, she even bribed the family dog with goldfish crackers to clean up her vegetables when no one was looking. That was the moment I realized, I wasn't just raising a kid, I was raising a future mastermind. The creativity, the planning, the flawless execution, it was almost impressive. Now, whenever Sophie pulls one of her little schemes, I shake my head and remind myself that maybe all this cunning will serve her well someday. Maybe she'll be a lawyer, a CEO, or a politician. But for now, she's the 7-year-old who outsmarts her parents on a weekly basis. And honestly, I can't even be mad. I just make sure the broccoli is diced too small for her to smuggle and remind myself that sometimes, when your kid acts like a little villain, it's really just proof that they're sharper than you ever realized. Full story added in below.